Hey folks, Gregg here again. I'm going to be talking about something that I was really excited about, and we'll get into what it was about. But we talked about Borat 2 on the podcast. We had a whole review of it. If you want to go check that out, it came out, I think about 8 months ago, give or take. I think it was August, maybe sometime after August. I know it was before the election for sure because Sacha Baron Cohen wanted that movie out before the election. And one of the things that was interesting to me about it was it felt like there was a lot of stuff just left on the cutting room floor, because it is not found footage, but it is I don't know what to call that, like a hidden camera sort of thing, but not quite hidden camera. Anyway, he recently came out with, on Amazon, a series of things that are Borat supplement something or other. Actually, let me look that up because there's a full name to it and it's actually pretty funny. But what it is ultimately is deleted stuff, or like edited down stuff, edited to a certain extent. So one of the first things that comes out, oh, there it is. Here's the full title of it. Borat VHS cassette of material deemed sub-acceptable by Kazakhstan Ministry of Censorship and Circumcision, which is funny. Oh, no. I'm wrong. I'm sorry, guys. Jesus Christ. This is terrible. So the full title is Borat Supplemental Reportings Retrieved from the Floor of Stable Containing Editing Machine. And the first part is Borat VHS cassette material deemed yada yada yada. The second part is Borat's American Lockdown, which is actually a 40-minute reality show, or film, or presented like a reality show, where Borat is a real person, but it's just him in the cabin with Jerry and Tim. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but it's those two guys that were conspiracy theorists. And that's okay. It's not great. It's not fun. I mean, it's not extra funny. Like, you got the best bits in the movie. You really did. I found it a little boring because it just kept going on and on and on. And I wanted it to end. I wanted the funny to hit, but it just was like, it's not that funny. What's interesting, though, is the second part that exists after that called Debunking Borat, which is 7 episodes, very short episodes, about talking to those two guys, specifically those two guys, about the stuff that they said within that 40-minute thing. For example, they talked to them about the vaccine microchip, and they honestly also explained where that came from. Mail-in ballot scam, George Soros, calling it the China virus, Bill Gates, the bricks that were outside during the protests over George Floyd's murder, and talking about Hillary Clinton and blood libel. If you don't know what the blood libel is, the part where they talk about draining blood from little children to get that endocrine, or whatever the fuck it was called, which is complete bullshit, obviously. It actually stems from a thing called a blood libel, where there was basically a trick, like a very anti-Semitic thing, where it was like Jewish people drain the blood of a young person to drink it to gain youth. And they were saying that Hillary Clinton was doing that. And even Hillary Clinton sent a video on behalf of, or not on behalf, but on the request by Sasha. So that is the most fascinating part of this documentary, or not documentary, but of this supplement material stuff, is that having experts talk to these two guys was fascinating. I wish it was longer, genuinely. Like, each of these episodes is like 7-8 minutes, no joke. It's real short. But I would have loved to hear the whole conversation that these experts have with these two guys. I think it'd just be like, that was more fascinating than anything. The last part of this entire thing is called, which is that VHS part, which is material deemed susceptible, yada yada. That is technically, I watched that last, even though it's the first part. Sorry, first part. And that's quite literally just deleted scenes. Genuinely, like, there was a lot of stuff that Sasha and Maria Bakalova did in character to different people that just didn't make it into the final cut of the film. And it's kind of funny, but honestly, there's a reason that it didn't make it into the final cut. It just isn't that funny. It's fine. It's not terrible. I wasn't like, boy, this is shit. Like, it was interesting, but it just wasn't that funny. It really wasn't. And I get the point of it. Like, the point of the ones that made it into the film was to showcase how people in America kind of are very, I want to say lethargic, but they don't have that kind of, hey, maybe this is wrong to say, as long as they're making a buck. And that was the point of Borat 2. Just show those people, oh, well, we'll put whatever you want on a cake because you're going to pay us. We don't have standards. You know, we'll bring you in and talk about stuff that's highly incorrect and kind of fucked up because you're going to pay us. It's the same thing. It's legitimately the same thing, except not to the degree that it was in the movie. And I think that's what makes it not funny. Like the guy in the makeup store, he wasn't having it. He wasn't funny. His reactions weren't funny, or he was trying to stop them. He thought what Borat was saying was wrong, which is not what Sasha wants for the film. So, but yeah, I mean that's all I can really say about it. It's if you really love Borat, if you love Sacha Baron Cohen, check it out. Really, I mean it could be worth your time. But it's just okay. It's just okay. Like I'm gonna give, because it's in 3 parts. I'm gonna give the VHS cassette part, which is the deleted scenes, a solid C. I'm going to give the America Lockdown, the 40-minute thing, a solid C. And I'm going to give the Debunking Borat a solid B+. It just needed to be longer. It could have got boosted up in score if it was longer. So, yeah, I think that's it. Like I said, if you're a big Borat fan, check it out. But that's it. That's all it was. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you guys for listening again. You can check out all the links for All Queued Up down below. You can follow me on all socials under Chub Rock Geek. And check out the podcast where we review other things, and with Betty and Maya. And me, obviously. All right, everybody. Thanks again. I'll check you next time.